Welcome all of you. Unit number 3, rectifier. Unit number 3, rectifier. You can say it's a AC to DC converter. AC to DC converter. Why do I need rectifier? What is the purpose I need rectifier? Everyone having the cell phone. Everyone having the cell phone. Inside the cell phone, what is there? Battery is there. The battery is a DC power supply. How do you charge the battery? How do you charge your mobile phone? With one of the adapters. You can call it as a adapter. What adapter is doing? The adapter is you will going to connect it to that AC plug point. You will going to switch on and connect it to your mobile phone, and it will going to charge. AC plug point is there, AC power supply. Your mobile phone is the DC, the battery is inside, so it is a DC. So how is it possible? 230 voltage AC into your mobile phone battery is a 3.3 volt DC. Then how it is possible to connect a 230 voltage power supply to the mobile phone battery, DC battery? That's why adapter is used. What adapter is doing? It is act as a rectifier. What is a rectifier? Convert AC into the DC. Okay, if I will going to convert 230 voltage into DC means you will going to get as a 230 voltage DC. Then what to do? You can use one transformer. Then you will going to step down your AC power supply. 230 voltage is converted into that one. You can reduce into that voltage. Step down of that 10 voltage AC. So you can 230 voltage into 10 voltage AC. After step down, what you will going to do? So now you will going to use one rectifier. 10 voltage AC is converted into the 10 voltage DC. 10 voltage AC is converted into the 10 voltage DC. So now output is a 10 voltage DC. That 10 voltage DC you will going to use one voltage regulator. Okay, or adjustable voltage regulator LM317. You were studied in the analog and digital electronics. Or you will going to use 7805 positive 5 voltage of the voltage regulator. So it is used to, you can give the constant voltage. So like it is important about the rectifier in our day-to-day life. So you will going to learn about what is the purpose of this rectifier you are going to study. You can go through the content. What are the content is there? Only 4 topic. For topic number 1 is a fully controlled converter. Fully controlled converter. Okay, second one is off controlled converter. Actually here you will going to study about that is a single phase. Next unit you will going to learn about that 3 phase. So in that single phase you will going to learn about that off controlled converter, fully controlled converter. Then next one is you will going to learn about that effect of the source inductance. The next one is a single phase dual converter. So like it is consists of the 4 topic. Okay, in single phase you will going to learn about this unit. In next unit you will going to learn about the 3 phase rectifier. But rectifier means common operation. Then why do you need for that 3 phase rectifier? For example, your electrical machines laboratory, you may possible to see about one of the very big box. Its name as written as a rectifier. Did you noted what is the output of the current? The big box. The box is a 220 voltage DC, and then they were written about the current ratings. 16 amps, 40 amps, 30 amps. Like the rating of the current is mentioned. Okay, so whenever you will visit in your electrical machines laboratory, look the rectifier box. So the rectifier box is there in the one of the corner of the electrical machines laboratory. Just look at the rectifier of that ratings. Okay. Why it is needed? 3 phase rectifier. So what is the purpose of the DC motor is there in your electrical machines laboratory? What is the purpose of the DC motor is there in your electrical machines laboratory? For testing purpose. How do you apply the DC power supply? Does the electricity board is giving the DC power supply? No. Then how do you apply the DC power supply? You will going to make one of the rectifier. That's all. So let's we go inside. So this is about the single phase. So single phase means two leg. How many lines? Two line AC, single phase AC, phase and neutral. So how many line? Two lines. So two leg. Leg number one, leg number two. Three phase. How many lines? R, Y, B. Three line. So three leg. There are three leg. That's all. Okay. So each leg. How many switches are connected? Two switches are connected. So two switches are connected. Here how many? Similarly each leg two switches. The line is connected on the middle. Okay, between the two switches. The line is connected to the middle of the between two switches. Okay, like that one it is connected. So you can tell about the construction. So here I have source one of the load. What is the type of the load? Motor load. So motor load I have connected. Here also motor load I have connected. So you will going to connect the motor load, resistance load, inductance load, capacitance load. What type of that load you can connect it? It will going to convert AC to DC. Okay, what is a single phase off controlled? This is single phase. Okay, this is a three phase. Okay, next we will going to see in your content off controlled and fully controlled. What is off controlled and fully controlled? Off controlled means off. Off means what? 1 by 2. 1 by 2. In the apple, off of the apple only there. That is called off controlled. So in the off controlled means you have that one. Okay, in that one 4 switches. So 4 switches divided by 2 means what is about 2 switches. So only 2 switches are used. The 2 switches maybe you can keep it on this one, this ones. Here you can replace into the diode. The control switches is replaced into the diode. So diode you can replace these two bottom. Or you will going to replace two control switches, you can keep it on this leg, and these two is you can replace into the diode. So that is about that off controlled. Fully controlled means 4 controlled, fully controlled. So 4 switches are controlled switches. Off controlled means off switches. Off switches means 4 divided by 2. So 2, only 2 switches are controlled switches. Remaining 2 is the uncontrolled switches. Uncontrolled switches means diode. You can connect the diode. That's all. So this is about that fully control converter and off control converters. So this is a fully control converters diagram. This is 3 phase fully control converters. Why 3 phase fully control converters? All the switches are controlled switches. What is a 3 phase off control converters? 3 phase off control converters means the bottom controlled switches is replaced into the diode. That's all. 3 phase off controlled converters. Okay. Then I will go into forthcoming of the video. I will going to tell about that waveforms. Okay, so very interesting. And one more point you will going to learn here, that is called a rectification, inversion mode. Fully control converter only inversion mode. Off control converter no inversion mode. So what is the inversion mode? What is the inversion mode? Inversion mode means inverter operation. Inverter operation means DC to AC. DC to AC also possible? Yes, it is a possible with respect to the condition applied. What is the condition applied? Your load should be RL load. Okay. So your load should be RL load. The load should be RL. L means inductance load. L means inductance load. Okay. Does it is a motor load is a what type of load? That is also inductance type of the load. Inductive coil is used. So inductance. So RL load. Another one is the alpha. Alpha means what? Firing angle. Angle should be greater than 90-degree condition. It is act as an inversion mode. It is act as an inversion mode. Okay. So this is about the inversion. Okay. What about a half controller? This half controller converter is act as an inversion mode? No. Even I got connected to RL load as well as alpha is greater than 90-degree. Does it is act as an inversion mode? No. Only fully control converters, alpha is greater than 90-degree and RL load condition, it is act as an inversions. Okay, then next one. Okay, another they will going to ask you in laboratory, or they will going to ask you in Viva questions. Tell me the 2-pulse converter. Tell me the 2-pulse converter. What converter is you can call it as a 2-pulse converter? So you have see the mode of operations of the one. So half control converters, half controlled converter mode diagrams. During the mode 1 condition, these two is conducted with the It is similar, you can x, the symbol of the x. Okay, like the symbol of the x, you can keep it, or multiplication symbol. Okay, these two is conducted, this slash, and this is another slash. Okay, mode 2 condition, these two is conducted. Okay, so mode 1 conditions, this one, mode 2 condition, this one. So mode 1 is a controlling pulses, mode 2 also controlling pulses. So mode 1 and mode 2, so 2 pulses is conducted, 2 pulses are conducted. Okay, so 3 pulse converter. So first one, 2 pulse converter, half control converter, as well as fully control converters. 3 pulse converter, 3 phase semi control converter, or half controlled converter, 3 phase semi control converter. 6 pulse converter, 3 phase fully control converters. 6 pulse converter, 3 phase fully control converters. Okay, so you have a look. This is about a total view about that unit. So why rectifier is important? For example, mine is a DC motor. How to operate the DC motor? 3 phase power supply is converted into the DC, and the DC is connected to the motor. Is it possible reverse operation? Yes, plus and minus. So here is my converter is a want to decide that one whether do I want to give the plus or minus. So like it is a quadrant is operated. So what about this ones? So here is a, where is a motor? Here DC motor is there, AC to DC. So here also I will going to apply 3 phase power supply. Here also I will going to apply a 3 phase power supply. So why do I want to apply the 3 phase power supply on both directions? Why do I want to apply the 3 phase power supply on both directions to my motor? You will going to operate on the 4 quadrant. What is meaning of the 4 quadrant? Forward motoring, forward braking, reverse motoring, reverse braking. So these 4 possibilities you will going to achieve with the help of this one. So anti-parallelly you have connected the 3 phase rectifier or single phase rectifier. So if we will going to connect it, means what is the name of this converter? This is converter is called a dual converter. Then there are 2 converters, so dual converters. So why it is needed? So if previously you have seen that one, so quadrant number 1 and 4 only as possible. So 1 and 4. Here is what is the possibilities. This red color rectifier it is helps to. This is a possibilities. This blue color rectifier it is used to. This is a possibilities. So red color it is used to. So you will going to operate it first quadrant and braking. First quadrant and braking. Then the blue color of the rectifier it is used to opposite direction, just it is opposite directions. So it is a opposite direction rectification and braking. So rectification, forward motoring, forward braking, reverse motoring, reverse braking. So like the dual converter is important to you will going to achieve on that ones. What are the another possibilities? Instead of you are using that one, you can use as an you have studied about the chopper. In the chopper, class E chopper, the class E chopper it is used to you will going to achieve on that one. Another possibilities. So rectifier is used to convert AC to DC. After convert the AC to DC, here DC power supply is there. So here is a these 2 switches. Similarly these 2 switches, like you have class E chopper is used to you will going to achieve on that one. Okay, dual converters you have see that one, the diagram of that one, how it is that one, rectifier A, rectifier B. So how it is just it is opposite on that ones. Okay. So even that simulations when have a, see here is a rectifier A is operated just opposite on the rectifier B is operated. Rectifier A is just opposite on the rectifier B. That is called a dual converter. So that's all. Thank you all of you. Patient listening.